Yo, the PolyGhost. This the only time y'all gonna see this real fast. You know what I mean? PolyGhost. So we in the midst of the fog, you know, relaxing. It's the Ghost channel. If you don't like me, please go to another channel. You don't even get nothing that I drop. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I drop anything unique? That depends because I really feel as though whatever I do drop on motherfuckers, if you don't like me, you should not be listening. I don't want you listening. You know, people got this much subscribers, that much subscribers. You know what I mean? People say they was giving gifts. People say they was giving gifts and shit. You know, teach the word of Yah. They was given a gift to do that. But yeah, when brothers dwell together and one of them dies and leave no son, the wife of the deceased shall not be married to a stranger outside the family. Her husband's brother shall unite with her. He shall take her as his wife and perform the labor duty. The first son that she bears shall be accounted to the dead brother, that his name be not blotted out of it in Israel. But if the man does not want to marry his brother's widow shall appear before the elders in the gate and declare, my husband's brother refused to establish a name in Israel for his brother. He will not perform the duties of a laver. The elders of his town shall then summon him and talk to him. If he insists, saying, I do not want to marry her, his brother's widow shall go up to him in the presence of the elders, pull the sandal off his foot, spit in his face, and make this declaration. Thus shall be done to the man who will not build up his brother's house, and he shall go in Israel by the name of the family of the unsandaled one. Boom. Now, you know how that's deep. That's deep because all these women talking about polygamy, right? The law tells you have to get another wife. If you don't take the other wife, she going to unloose your sandal and spit in your face. It's a disgrace for not having more than one wife. Not taking on your brother's wife is a disgrace. So all you little women against all that polygamy shit, that shit is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The ghost wanted to come through. They always talking about, oh, there ain't no law. It ain't no law that you gotta, it ain't no law that you gotta have more than one wife. Yes, it is. I mean, what, are you saying you were single when your brother died and then you got his wife? No, you had a wife. What kind of, so we're seeing this law and some women will still say, look, I want a divorce. I'm in the Almighty's land. You know, the Almighty's laws are set on the earth. We back in Jerusalem. We rebuilt the temple. You know what I'm saying? And in the land of the Almighty, if a man, brother dies, he has to take on that woman, right? So that would be more than one wife. And I was telling the mother, like, you know, we can talk about all the prophecies. People talk about Isaiah 4. I like Isaiah 4 too, because I like to say, man, you know, in that time, you got to be humble. So it's going to be women doing that when it happens. And that's going to happen. So that's why we try to tell the women, like, if this is going to happen where you're going to share with 7 women, then Don't you think now you should be preparing yourself or mentally to do that, or not just rebelling and talking shit about it, but preparing yourself? Or do you not think that's going to happen? But I like I like that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't want to talk too much on the subject. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we'll talk about in the Proverbs about a fool, so I ain't gonna talk too much. But I think it's interesting how these women want to say it's not a law, and it is a law to have more than one wife if something bad happens, which we don't never want a brother to die, but things happen. Well, a brother does die. And do you take, all right? And do you take on that widow?